what to expect for this week. Should we see the market to bottom, or should we expect another drawdown or another pullback again? Okay, so yeah, I think highly anticipation for another breakdown. Okay, for another breather. As you know that this coming 2 weeks from now, we will have the FOMC decision whether or not will they do a rate cut for the 17th of September, okay, which is next 2 weeks, which is on Wednesday. And there could be a high anticipation of a rate cut. Okay, I think there's about 86% high chances that it will cut. So with the price dumping, I think most likely market is trying to price in before the rate cut. So this is absolutely normal. And of course, we look into here, so we can see like Bitcoin, Ripple, Dogecoin continue to rally again, right? As the greed sentiment is taking over for the immediate short term. Okay, then we look at Ethereum also still holding firm, very solid there on the current price, which is around 4.3, 4.4. Okay, so yeah, you can see here the greed again is still back, sentiment is still there. It means the investors are still not worried or scared, okay, after this plunge. Okay, so should we see one more capitulation towards the downside? Okay, where all those buyers, all those leverage have to be capitulated, and that's where we can able to see whether or not will the market continue to bottom from there. So at the moment, Bitcoin is hovering somewhere around 111K, 111. Okay, so looking short-term bullish, okay, but I think overall for this month, okay, most likely price might have a breather or market to go sideways, or for another one more chance for you to buy the dip. So that is the most important thing, is to pay attention on those dips that you want to accumulate, because September is the final month for you to buy the dip. After that, no more. Then after that, most likely will be heading all the way up till end of the year. So if you want to buy your altcoins, make sure do it by this month. Okay, so you have to search which coin that you really want. Undervalued alts, okay, they are still down 90%. And you think that it can able to go up, have a potential to rally and to break the previous all-time high, then maybe you might want to accumulate. Okay, so Ethereum somewhere around 4.3. Okay, and then we have Ripple 2.8. So yeah, all in all, I think is currently choppy or sideways. I think we're still waiting for the next move coming in from this Friday as well, which is the non-farm payroll. So non-farm payroll also will be another volatility coming in. Okay, all right. So ongoing Bitcoin correction, not a concern. Okay, so I think this is normal, a healthy pullback. Range somewhere around 20 to 25%, which is quite normal in all those previous bull market history, where you've seen a huge pullback, right? Somewhere it could take you around 30% as well. Okay, so CryptoQuant also added such corrections are healthy in bull market, which is good. Why? Reset excess leverage in derivatives and cool down the overheated mood. So all these people have to get liquidated first. Okay, all those over leveraged traders have to get liquidated, and then all those paper hands selling at a loss, and that's where we can able to find the bottom, and we can able to continue to where we left off again. Okay, so yeah, overall this is normal. So I think this is a time to really take advantage of the dips, and of course look at the fear and greed index as well. Okay, you want to buy on the fear, sell on the greed. Okay, so yeah, and then moving on next. Okay, we can see OGs, Bitcoin OGs. Okay, there is a transition, money transition that is being ongoing here between BTC and ETH. So they know what they are doing. Okay, so these are seasonal players. Okay, they know the momentum, they know where is the timing that is shifting. Okay, so we know that Bitcoin's momentum is slowly dying off, and that's why you're going to see a transition or money rotation will heavily shifting from Bitcoin to Ethereum. So that's why we can see, okay, OG whales are dumping Bitcoin and buys how much share? 4 billion worth of Ethereum. Okay, so a lot here. Okay, they are betting on Ethereum quite heavily, knowingly that Ethereum is one of the best performing for Q4 and throughout the end of the year, and together with alts as well. Okay, so yeah, we can see a lot of whales are selling like this. This OG sold another 2,000 Bitcoin, bought about 215 million, and then bought about 48.9K of ETH, bought about 215 billion as well on the spot exchange. Okay, so yeah, I think a lot of people are actually dumping Bitcoin for Ethereum. They know their rotation. The game have totally shift from BTC to ETH. Money rotation is there. So we know already where the money is going. After Bitcoin peaks, okay, Bitcoin will probably range or probably go sideways. And then that's where Ethereum will start to take the lead again, together with the alts. So this Bitcoin OG is going crazy long on ETH and buying ETH on spot. Okay, sold about 2,970 of Bitcoin. And then open ETH longs totaling about 135,000. Okay, and what 50.4K of Ethereum on spot. So you can see what they are trying to do. They know something is going on, okay, with Ethereum as well. Okay, so you can see how confident they are. And we're going to look into, for the rest of the September, okay, especially after the rate cut. Okay, maybe we might go for another ranging period for another 1 week or two. And then after that, most likely by October onwards, that's where the fun begins, right? So yeah, can't wait after September. But if you feel that you're under exposure on your alts, maybe this is the final month for you guys to start stacking up. Okay, if you have your dry powder with you, that's when you want to dollar cost average. How many more days left for September, right? Another 27 more days. So maybe once a week you DCA until end of this month. Okay, instead of going in at one price, you DCA. You enter once a week. So that's how the game. Okay, and then moving on next. Okay, you're going to see here coming in from Glassnode as well. Okay, indicating that the crypto market is most likely to find its bottom. Until key levels to hold for Ethereum as well. Should we see the bottom coming in, or should we expect another lower levels as well for ETH, right? Okay, so yeah, I think, we can see what's really happening here. Okay, right? So this guy here, Jan Heppel and Jan Element, okay, telling their followers on Twitter, right? Digital assets are still in structural macro bull market, okay, with Ethereum, Solana following signs of strength, okay? And then we have been stating is for setting deeper limit orders to cash wicks and lower cost average, okay, to be ready for when the momentum turns. Okay, so they also, I think, dollar cost averaging also, okay? All right, and then key level to hold for Ethereum is where? 4.1 to 4.2. Okay, so that is the support zone, critical support. Now, if we break that support, so where do we see next? We're going to look into 3.8 to 3.9 level. Okay, all right, so yeah, Ethereum is hovering quite steady around 4.3K. So let's see whether or not can we able to maintain at 4.3 until the NFP or until end of this week. And then moving on to next week, again, should we see another ranging period should be good rather than dumping more again. Okay, so yeah, that is the expectation. And then moving on next, okay, so we have five types, okay, 5 narrative. Okay, I believe that can able to also shape the way crypto market works, okay? And we have seen a lot of development ongoing in the crypto market space. We have RWA AI agent, okay? So many bots, okay, that you can able to tap, bot trading, okay? So yeah, first thing we're going to look at is ABS and restaking, okay? Shared security as a new primitive. So all these are new narrative, new jargon here, very, very new, very techy. Okay, so we look at the rise of eigenlayer, outlayer. These are all restaking models. Repeat restaking. That means you stake your Ethereum. On top of that, they are giving you their own version of Ethereum. So with that version of your Ethereum, you can able to use it to other platform and to generate more yield as well. So that is called the liquid restaking style platform. Okay, so why it matters most, right? You can see shared security could bring birth entire industry from decentralized compute to AI trading that all settle atop Ethereum. So there are a lot of many opportunities here, okay, especially coming in for the bear market, which is, I believe, next year. Okay, so maybe these are the ones that you can able to look for, liquid restaking, or you can able to stake stables as well, okay, to generate yield throughout the bear market. Okay, so there are pros and cons as well. Okay, but moving on next, we're going to see a DeFi and TradFi, right? Decentralized finance, traditional finance. Okay, so all this, right? We have exchanges, okay, Coinbase, right, EtherFi. So everyone will play a part. Okay, so we have like credit cards, fiat on-ramps, and one-click lending markets are collapsing the distance between TradFi and DeFi. So many broker or exchanges are offering their own stablecoin as well. Okay, so everyone is tapping on this stablecoin industry or stablecoin business. Okay, that is to ensure that the public also have a chance to tap into the DeFi world through TradFi as well. So TradFi and DeFi merge. Okay, so that's how it's going to play out for the next narrative as well. A lot to focus, a lot to think about. Okay, so why it matters? Okay, so you can see DeFi has totally matured. Protocols like 𝗲𝗺, a lending and borrowing protocol, okay, have withstood years of stress tests for proving Lindy. Okay, so yeah, like lending and borrowing protocol like 𝗲𝗺, people have the confidence to actually lend and borrow. These are type of the DeFi protocols. Okay, they can able to connect between DeFi and TradFi as well. Okay, so then we talk about RWA, right? Real world asset. Okay, tokenization, tokenize your properties, tokenize your gold. Okay, that you can able to buy on the Bitcoin network, right? Right now you can able to buy gold on the Bitcoin network. Okay, and then your NFTs also will be tokenized. Okay, the keyword here is tokenizing. Okay, right? So yeah, this one will definitely play a part, major role for the crypto market. Okay, so RW is one of the major narrative that are coming in. Okay, and then we talk about zero knowledge tech, so many scaling solution, privacy at once. Okay, we talk about ZK Sync. Okay, like Linea, I think Linea is going to launch very soon. There's Starknet, Susin. So all these companies like the layer 2, okay, will definitely play a part for the next narrative. Okay, okay, and then so many like decentralized social beyond money. Okay, so many type of tech that is coming in right now. So apps like Zora, Lens, Mirror, Farcaster, right? Social type of DeFi or social crypto, a social crypto app. Okay, that you can able to go in and interact something like Twitter and Instagram or even TikTok. Okay, but it's more towards crypto, more towards crypto related, right? So yeah, I think overall this is the next cycle or the next thing that is going to shift the whole crypto market. So this is where you need to adapt and you need to look forward for this type of 5 criteria here, 5 narrative, okay? Because this one will definitely play a part for the coins that you're going to hold, okay, for the next cycle. And then moving on next, okay, with the on-chain analysis, what is really happening now with it against Bitcoin, okay, and then against the dominance. So now is the moment of truth. Because why? It's retesting this breakout level. Okay, should we break down to this level, the critical support, then we might revisit this level, fourth movement of truth. Okay, it against Bitcoin chart is at critical inflection. What happened next will determine Ethereum strength and the broader altcoin impulse. So if Ethereum weaken against Bitcoin, which break this support, then that's where it's going to smell a lot of trouble here. Okay, might break down and to have a correction. And I believe alts will definitely hit even more, actually break even lower, okay, for it against Bitcoin. Okay, so it needs to hold. If not, then I think most likely it might go down. Okay, and then you want to really dollar cost average, okay, for your altcoins instead of going in one lump sum. So 1 month from now, this is the final month. So no more entering after September. Because October, I think it will start to move already. The bus is about to take off, or probably by end of this month. Okay, and then most likely we will see up only movement, okay, towards end of the year. Okay, and then that's where we want to harvest. That's where we want to take profit aggressively on the way up. Okay, rather than waiting for blow off top or timing the top. Okay, so yeah, I think overall this is the sentiment. And then moving on next, okay, we talk about September, right? Or Rectember, or what most people are mentioning, one of the worst performing month, not only for crypto, but for stock market as well. Okay, so we can see the seasonal shakeout for September. So there are a few criteria here. September is still in a bull market, and the cycle stage, and of course, talking about altcoins as well. Okay, all right, so this is the current structure. Okay, so we can see a September in a bull market. Okay, and then September is often talked about lights in the end of the world, right? Everyone is expecting the price to go down or to be a bearish month. Okay, September is a red. Seasonally, if you look at the historical chart, mostly on the month of September is bearish or red. Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, these are the things that you really need to pay attention. And then we look at the cycle stage here. Okay, if you look at the historical data cycle, price action metrics, okay, historically cycles were around 1434 to 1470 days long. We are now roughly about 1379. So this is the current market now. Okay. So somewhere here, should we see a September bottom around this range? Okay. So if you compare for the last 2 years or even last year's cycle on the month of September, it really went down. They went down, it bottom. Okay, compared to the previous high here, bottom. So should we see the price to go down slightly below this support zone here and to bottom from there and then continue to rally again? So we can see already, even the last 2 years September, price also really dipped down. And then after that, what happened? Continued its way again towards the upside. All these last cycles, right? 2020, okay, September, bottom, rally. And then this one was from 2021, September, bottom, rally again for one more final push. That will be the final peak. That was the last cycle bull market. Okay, so yeah, I think September is the one that you should be looking for to buy the dip and to pay attention to all those pullbacks. Okay, so we have always printed a very similar cycle. Okay, and range structure, and so far this time is no difference, right? Historically, the cycle ends with 2 macro legs up into price discovery, separated by a break and some chop in the blue box here, somewhere here. Okay, the last leg up is still missing. And then historically, we almost always ended the cycle into the cycle resistance line, red circle, which is here. Okay, which we haven't hit yet. Right, so yeah, I already mentioned my conservative approach is somewhere around 120 to 140,000. So it seems that it's somewhere hovering around 140K there. Okay, so most likely I think maybe it could hit. Okay, maybe it could hit. And then third, we look at alts as well. Right, crypto cycle has never ended without Bitcoin dominance falling to the lows. Right, this is the one that everyone is waiting for. Should we see the Bitcoin dominance to smash to a new lows and to continue its downwards momentum so that the alts can be able to rally against the Bitcoin? Okay, and then that's where we'll see alt season as well. So 95% of every cycle is basically Bitcoin only, right? With dominance going up. This cycle has been no difference. Okay, so yeah, I think we look at the chart here. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin versus the market cap of Bitcoin dominance. Now we can see already what's happening here. Okay, compared to last cycle, 2021. Okay, 2021, what happened? Bitcoin peaks, okay, bottom, dominance also what happened? You can see already what's happening. It went down. Bitcoin peaks, dominance drop. Now we look here, Bitcoin also somewhere around in this peak area, first top maybe. Now you see dominance start to break towards the downside. Okay, so should we target around at the red dot here? Again, should we see the price to break down at the red dot? That is the most crucial part here for this cycle. Okay, so September dip is historically one to buy if the whole market is in the bull market. And then historical cycle price action and metrics support this. And then altcoins are next to shine in the cycle. Okay, altogether makes me very interested in potential altcoins dip in September. See, you can see what's happening now. This is a time to actually pay attention for the month of September. Okay, telling you guys if you're underexposed on your altcoin backs, that's where you want to start to dollar cost average, DCA. If you have a budget of 1,000 US for one coin, okay, make sure to split, okay, maybe once a week you invest up to 1 full month. So that means one month got 4 weeks. So you spread out 1,000 divided by 4. Okay, so that means you only enter once a month and once a week. So your $1,000 divided by 4 is how much? $250 you enter on the first week. Let's say, example, you buy RV, you enter 250 on Wednesday today, 3rd of September. And then on the 10th of September, you add another 250 again. And then on the 17th September, you add another 250. And then 24th, right? The final week of September, right? 4 weeks already. And then last 250. So that adds up 1,000. It doesn't matter the price goes up or goes down. At least you are averaging your buying position rather than going in at one lump sum at one price. Okay, so that's what you should be doing if you are looking to buy altcoins rather than going in at one price. Okay, so this is quite clear. So I hope you guys are listening and paying attention because September is the final month. No more buying on October. And I believe most of the price will be overvalued, or probably you will see extreme greed levels if you are actually buying at the level. Moving on next, okay, we're going to see here airdrop. So first thing coming in from 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀. So 𝗧𝗶𝗺 have finally go live. So people like Young have finally broken the ice. First airdrop here, so you might want to go and claim. So I'm not sure whether 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀 you have already gotten your airdrop, so you have to go and claim. Okay, so yeah, congratulations for you guys who have completed this quest. I think you still need to do the mainnet task as well to claim your remaining 80%. Okay, so this is the one that you have to claim under this link, claim.𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀.network. Okay, if you haven't claimed, better claim. Okay, right. So yeah, I think this is a layer 1. So, and it's also from testnet. So you've been doing this, okay, and if you've gotten the airdrop, you might want to claim. So there are a lot of opportunities that's coming in, okay, for this type of testnet. Okay. Besides that, I think Monet also going to launch this month. And then we have OG Labs as well. So many projects are going to launch that token. Okay, you can see what's happening now. And then moving on next with Linear. Right? So this thing has been around since how long here? Then we've been doing about 2 to 3 years. So and finally they have dropped the checker. So you can able to start checking your airdrop here. Okay. People like 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀, maybe I think you've done before, or you not touch this. So you might want to go and claim, or you might want to check first. Okay. Total eligible users, 749,000. Okay. For those people who have participated in this program. 2 years, can you imagine? Now only they want to do the airdrop. So I remember last year we went to token 2049 Singapore, and Linear team were there. Everyone asking, when are they going to airdrop? So they cannot even give an answer. They will say soon, soon, soon. Fast forward 1 year from now, you can see, finally they drop the checker. Right? So finally they drop the checker, and then, yeah, next week, Wednesday, 7 days from now, okay, I think they're going to go live. Okay, so congratulations once again for you guys who have been doing this thing. Finally, the wait is over. So next Wednesday, they will go live. Okay, and then next, we're going to see here coming in from World Liberty Finance. This is under the Trump's administration. Okay, so I think they have been delivering quite well on the returns for the investors as well. So if you have participated in the pre-sale, okay, or the whatever IPO or ICO, if you have bought this token earlier, I think you have 18 times your money. Okay, even with a 20% claim, direct claim from now. Okay, so you can able to claim and you can able to start trading World Liberty Finance on all those major exchanges like Binance, KuCoin, Huobi. Okay, so everything is going live, and then the remaining 80% will be vested. Okay, will be vested. So even with your 20% also, you already cover back your capital. Okay, you already cover back your capital for this investment under World Liberty Finance. And then next, we're going to see here. Okay, we have the Open Ledger pre-registration airdrop. So we've been doing this Open Ledger. You might want to go register. Okay, so get it done if you are doing this. If not, then I think you will be disqualified if you do not register. Okay, deadline until September 6th. We have about another 3 more days left for you to submit your address. Okay, so yeah. Then moving on next, coming in from Quack AI. So Quack AI drop also have launched. Okay. All right, so I think this one is only for Linear LXP. For those of you who have gotten the Linear LXP, okay, points, then I think you should qualify. But majority of us did not qualify, I think. Okay, so another dust. So you can see these are all free. Okay, not eligible. Some word dust 1276. Okay, so yeah, resting is bad. But anyway, this is free airdrop. And then moving on next, right, we have the Black Mirror TGE. So yeah, if you've been doing this, then I think the TGE could be very soon, 8th of September. Airdrop is confirmed. A snapshot already taken. So yeah, I think so many projects are going to airdrop this month itself, because I think September is one of the hottest months. Okay, all right, and especially those testnet as well. You can see OG Labs Monet is happening very, very soon. Either this week or next week. I think next week will be even more. So we'll be more busy, okay, with all those airdrops, and of course, all those TGEs will be launching as well, right? So yeah, and then moving on next with the coin market cap. Where are we now? Coin market cap. So you can see BTC is hovering around 111.3K. Ethereum is at 4.4, still holding very steady there. Okay, then any gainers for today? Meme call, 15%, 15.8%. We have OKX coin also went up quite a lot lately, 8.7. Well, it went up a lot for OKX. And then 4, FOM, 7.7, ETHNA, stablecoin restaking, 6.44%, Ondo RWA, 5.94. Look at Story Protocol, 5.91. Right, so yeah, I think all in all, the market is slowly recovering. Okay, now we look on next with the technical side first. And if you have any question, feel free to put in the chat box. I'll answer it throughout the end of the session. So, where is the dominance heading now? Look at the monthly time frame. Price is breaking below the middle band, which means candlestick change of direction from buy to sell. So we know already the dominance is downtrend, okay, because it closed below the middle band. So which is good news for altcoin holders, right? Knowingly that the price of dominance is about to head lower, where should we target again for this setup here? Well, maybe we should look at all these levels here, this level, okay, and targeting all at this level as well. 57.48, 53.24. Okay, these are the range, probably maybe might target here for the dominance to drop. And then we look at the weekly time frame, momentum sell. So maybe there could be a short-term reversal back up again to retest here at 59.44 before heading down again. If not, you might see another breakdown very quickly. And then to retest on this support zone. Yeah. 55.37. Okay, for the dominance. So overall looking very good. I think everything is playing out now that the dominance to go lower. Okay, daily at the re-entry sell and it's about to hit lower again. Why? It rejected at below the middle band and it's still heading lower. So that is the dominance. And then we move on next with ETH against Bitcoin. Should we see ETH to outperform? Then on Monday, what do we see here? Price break above the middle band. Candlestick change of direction from sell to buy. So we know that the direction has totally shifted from bear to bull now. So we know that we should be looking to long or to look for buying opportunities for ETH against Bitcoin now. Okay, so we already have the signal that's happening now. And then now all we need is the confirmation or the pullback to reconfirm again the support. Then touch this level here, 0.03246. Okay, look at daily. Came from high highs, high lows, high highs, and breaking down. So should we see a continuation towards the upside to retest on the sell zone here at 0.04038? Okay, so that's it against Bitcoin. All right, so H4. Okay, this is the level, 0.03989 is the level to break above. If not, maybe you get rejected again. So we might see another pullback. And then this pullback also might revisit again this level here, this support zone. So for now, it's doing quite well. At least if we get rejected, it needs to maintain around here. This support, 0.03950. That is for it against Bitcoin. And then moving on next to BTC. Okay, where is BTC going next? Monthly, what do we see? Price rejected at the top EB. Can you see here? What month was this? July. August, rejected at the top EB. It did not close past above like this. Rejected and closing inside. So that is the concern. So the next final boss is here. Final boss resistance is here. 1160. Should we see a break above or should we hit lower again? So yeah, you got to draw all this. This is the current support, 102.6. And then maybe your middle band here might play a part at 83.9. Look at weekly. You be squeezed on the weekly time frame. Monday, there could be a sell to buy. So there could be a sell to buy scenario here for BTC. So should we see the price to rally up again, at least to retest on 115.3K, and then heading lower back? Or could it continue to rally again, breaking past 115, heading to 119.2? Okay, so that is the current scenario for weekly. Look at daily now, it is still downtrend. Why? It's because below the middle band, 112.8. So it needs to break that level. Should we see not this week or by this Friday? Then on H4, still trending up, higher highs, higher lows, but again, the signs are still weakening. You can see a lot of wicks here. Okay, lack of steam to push towards the upside. Okay, so lack of steam to push towards the upside. So maybe it could be a sign of exhaustion. Ethereum. What's happening now with ETH? Okay, so ETH, your final boss resistance is here. 4.5, 4569. All right, this is the level here. 4635. Okay, is the level to beat. So monthly candlestick close past the top BB, very bullish. Okay, so any chance of a pullback again, I said it can happen. You'll revisit this level here, 3768 for a short-term pullback. Look at the weekly time frame. Momentum, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Okay, trending up. Okay, at the moment, and this was the current support level. To watch 4K is still on the card here if there's any chance of a drop. So what we can see now, Ethereum, nice higher highs, creating a higher low now, base here now, for it to continue again. So you can see very, very solid there on the level. Now on daily, it's trying to break past the middle band. Can you see now? There's some action going on here. 4.4450. So you can able to break 4450, closing there, and then continue up at the top BB. 4.8 will be next very, very soon. Okay, so let's see. Should we see a break above, closing above the middle band? Should be very good for ETH. Then on H4, now you can see already breaking towards the upside. So next level is where? Top BB. 4495. Okay, for ETH. All right. So now we move on next with the individual altcoins. So if you have any, feel free to put in the chat box and we can be able to look into it. Look at World Liberty Finance, LFI. Okay, you can see what's happening here. So the all-time high was how much? 47 cents. Nice at 21. Look at weekly. Still not. This one is still new. 3 days old only. So it went to a high of 26 cents. That was yesterday. Now it's back to 21. Look at H4. Okay. H4 still consolidating, and then now it's retesting on this critical support. Let's see whether or not can be able to maintain. If not, it will go down to a new price discovery for World Liberty Finance. So like I said, I think a lot of people make money, so they are actually selling off. Okay, selling off at the moment, taking profits. Then yeah, because I think 80% is still vesting. So that could be another reason why the price is going down as well. And of course, it's still new. And then we look at Pump.Fund token. Pump. Okay. So where is Pump.Fund? Okay. So your bottom, how much here? 0.00229269. This was the support zone. Okay. Look at weekly. Okay. So weekly also still consolidating. It's about to break higher. Look at daily. Now daily, we can see nice bottoming out here. Or we can see double bottom. Very nice W pattern form. Candlestick change of direction from sell to buy. Came back for a pullback here on the middle band and then break. Very, very nice setup. So your resistance now is here. 0.004017. That will be the final one. After that, it will be blue skies ahead again and continue the challenge around here. Right? That's Pump.Fund. Think very, very bullish. It will continue to go up again. Then what else next year? Look at Story Protocol. IP. So IP also, I think, went up quite a lot lately. So it went to a high of 9.4. That's a lot. Oh, so it launched on this year, February. It was about 8.9. And now it's at 8.08. Okay, so I think this one also we did on testnet as well. Layer 1. So they also delivered. Okay, and then it went to a low of how much here? 2.45. Okay, 2.45. So from this low to this high, how much here we've been gaining? About 2.8x, 283%. Okay, so Monday support will be here, 5.49. Look at the weekly time frame. You can see what's happening now. Well, exactly, it came back, momentum pull back at 5.4 and then break up again. Very, very nice setup actually, 25th August. Setup very bullish. So next level will be here, 6.87. Okay, very, very nice setup. I think it's trending higher. Okay, looking set to break even higher now. Look at daily as well, momentum pullback. Okay, think maybe it could be a short-term correction or sideways movement before we see another breakout again. Okay, so yeah, I think overall very bullish for IP protocol or Story Protocol. Okay, is the IP of the blockchain, intellectual property, first ever for the blockchain. So that's why you can see if your project is focusing on utility use case, where you have a proper technology that is backing behind your project, or VCs or investors, then that's where you're going to see your project will deliver. Community also have the trust on this project. And yeah, you can see the price action also is shown. Okay, so yeah, story protocol. And then what else here that we are looking at? Okay. OKX, OKB. Okay, so OKX token also went up quite a lot also lately. So this was when you can see here, 13 August went up. You know what price is? $46. It went up about 142, 2x from there. on one day, 2x. And then from this low, 45, right? It went to a high of how much? 463%. And this was what date is this? 25th August. Again, 25th August, 13 August to 22nd. 13 to 22nd. Almost 10 days there. Okay, price rallied about almost 5x. Okay, you can see this is the type of a bull market or this type of altcoin season. If your coin have real utility, this is the result. So the bottom was here, isn't it? 44. Okay, hit here, 480%. 480%. Okay, look at Wrigley. Momentum, reversal candle, retest. So this will be the next one. Resistance is here, 201. This was the previous low now, turned into support. This level here, $67. Not sure whether can we able to get back here. Okay, but again, the price already rallied quite high. Okay, you can see here, pump, down, pump again, pump, momentum, pull back, pump again. Now consolidation is about to hit higher. Let's see. Okay, so this is 165. Okay, 165, and then your 201 level to watch for OKB. Okay, so these are the exchange token they're actually launching. Okay. All right, and then last one, Ethena. All right, Ethena, yeah, this one. So Ethena also went up 73 cents. Look at that. Look at monthly W pattern, double bottom on monthly. Very, very huge. This could be a huge reversal back up. Very bullish here on technical. This will be the final boss resistance here at 0.91. Look at weekly. Momentum pullback. Okay, higher highs, higher lows. And then this is the current resistance at 80 cents. So 80 cents to 91 cents. So I think most likely they could continue to go higher for Ethena. Very, very bullish. Or if not, should we see another pullback? Maybe to give you another chance on the middle band or this level here at 41 cents.